I say not good with technology, but I'm getting there. Um, let's look for something up there. I'm busy doing that. But, you know, there's a lot right now is, and I get up another coffee and know what time it is because we are on a roller coaster and fasten your seatbelts because this is the beginning. And by the year 2022, we are going to be get disclosure by the terrestrials themselves. And that is the truth, I'm telling you. And I'll be proven correct. Uh, everything is happening. Uh, the world is on ascension. Started ascension. I started talking about ascension years ago, way down. And uh, he just tried to use my work as a platform by putting who they are. They're just not real people. Hi, Ramona. Nice to see you. I'm waving. And I have my water here. Um, from Thailand. It's a hard name to say, but Shavi and Cindy and Andrew and Deborah. Deborah called me a little while ago. Deborah right here is Elvis Presley's first daughter, believe it or not. I'll tell a story about Elvis, your dad, Deborah, if you don't mind. Uh, Deborah asked me to go to a dinner party, and I said, "Why, Deborah?" She wanted me to film her meeting her half sister, Eliza, and we went to Santa Monica, but we were on La Cienega, one of those restaurants down the hill from Santa Monica Boulevard. And when we got to that restaurant, I felt there was private eyes or federal agents there, and I had told Deborah. And so we had a few drinks, and then we got the room where we had our meeting, and I filmed it. It was almost magical, that film, but somehow it got stolen again. A lot of people are after my material. And so when I went outside, I saw a sheriff car without the lights on because it was kind of getting dark. And there was a men with white hair in a white shirt with a blue thing that said sheriff on it. And I thought it was Elvis. But Deborah came out and looked over there and said, "Robert, that's my dad over there." And I said, "Yeah, I was thinking that, Deborah." So she said, "Take a picture or take a video." And I said, "I don't want them to confiscate my cameras. Are you going to buy me a new one? So I didn't take the pictures. I gave Elvis the respect. But he is alive. He is alive. And Deborah showed me on her phone a picture of Elvis um, that was taken with Jose Esposito, his manager, a week before or something. And she just got the picture. And I said, "Man, Deborah, that is your dad." And so she said, "Hey, look, we'll get in the car. We'll pull up right to the sheriff's car. And you look over and see if it's my dad, the one on the picture here with Jose Esposito." And we stopped and I looked at him and we were just a few feet away from him. And I said, "Yes, Deborah, that's him." And I felt so happy that Elvis is alive. And I never was really a fan of his, maybe some songs. But when he died, I turned into a fan of his. It's funny how when people die that have incredible talent, then people really realize what they lost. Reality show called Being Presley. Ah, Deborah, you should have took it. Wouldn't be poor like I am. But maybe the next show you'll take and we could do that reality show, Deborah. Anyway, Deborah right here is really real, and she is Elvis's first daughter. And I'm just really uh, amazingly, how would I say, just blessed to know you, Deborah. Alex Serrano and Sonia Sloan is watching now. Um, I've shown Deborah many things, really, really many things, and incredible things. And people that hang around with me, I do show them things that are incredible. And then I changed life forever. They never could look at the world the same again after that. They have to really remember what they saw, and then so when you see the things that I show you, you know that parting the Red Sea was real. All that stuff was real. Um, they could do that. God could do that, and it's not incredible. I mean, it's not impossible. Um, yeah, I hope Elvis comes out one day and lets the world know that he is alive, and he cuts an album or something. That would be so awesome. And and I was told Michael Jackson's alive, and now that I've seen Elvis, it's a great possibility that he is alive, because Elvis was Michael Jackson's idol, and I think he would like to copy everything he did. Um, like somebody said, copying copying someone's talent is what did they say is I forgot what Grant told me, but it was really nice, because I always used to get tripped out when people copy everything that I do. They always do, copy everything, and never give me credit for what I did. I think I'm talented, I'm very talented and gifted. And like I am found credible by the National Science Foundation. I've had scientists, some of the biggest in the United States, contact me and talk to me. Now, if you weren't credible, I don't think they would give you a second of time. But they get my material and they run with it. And, it's all right, as long as it's put to good use. That's all that matters, because that's why I talk to them about it. I talk to the people that are credible, not Stephen Greer, who steals it and tries to profit from it, or David Wilcox, or any one of those people. Preston Demmett, oh, I can't stand those people. I'll let you know I can't stand them. If you're a UFO community, you're just getting suckered by these people who are taking your money and giving you nothing. They remind me of kids, at night when somebody's telling spooky stories. That's what Stephen Greer does, he puts sensationalize it with spookiness, and he probably has somebody out there standing up a drone that has a light and stupid shit like that. But he has no gift, and I still put a challenge to him that I will summon at a different location, and he would have to summon at a chosen location after being searched for GPSs, so that people don't go over there and release things for him. And I would challenge him. And if he wins in this challenge, I would stop. But I guarantee you that he will not take up the challenge. That's for you, Stephen Greer. Challenge. Put your work, everything up. Been doing this 24 years. I'm willing to put it all on the line. Why don't you put it on the line? What else? It's really hot up here. Diane. Let's find something so I can film. Come on, guys, give me it. I'll have to command you to give it to me soon because I'm running out of things to say because I can't think of. I can't remember what I've said and haven't said. Oh, I thought I seen a couple right now. You know, there's millions of these orbs up in the sky, and you see them at the space station. And when they launched that SpaceX rocket, they were there. There's millions of them up there. One time I went and had a sangre taco. That's a blood taco. I went to 4th Street at a place called the Cinco Puntos. And they sell carnitas and all types of tacos. And I got a couple of sangre tacos. I have never eaten the sangre tacos. It's where they get the calf's blood and they fry it, and it turns like eggs, but it's blood. And I ate those, and then I started getting all kinds of orbs. I mean, hundreds of, if not thousands, were coming down, and they were kind of translucent, kind of you. And I wish that happened today. You know, I mean, I don't say wish. I want it to happen today so I could show you. They came down from space. They didn't come from the northwest, east, or south. They came straight down. Donald Trump is getting rid of the Federal Reserve, which is not a federal institution. It's a private thing run by the Queen of England and the the Rothschilds and them and the Bilderbergs. It is a private company who prints money and gets paid for every bill they print, and then they get to put it in their banks and loan it to you and make interest off of that. And then all the money that you work for, you have to pay an illegal tax, which goes directly to them. It don't go to your streets or to helping out over here. It doesn't. The majority of it goes to them in England because they own everything. The Queen is very, very, she owns most of the world, believe it. But they won't tell you that, you know. They don't teach you that in school, that you're just an indentured servant, which is a slave. And you get entertained with music and movies and things like that, but you're an indentured servant. You really never own anything, even if you buy a piece of property. If you look at the law, you really don't own it. You get use of it, and you get to sell it, and you get taxed again, but you know, you really don't own anything. It's all owned by the Queen. I seen one right now just go by. It's traveling pretty fast and pretty translucent. So they're here. I suggest that all of you that out there, that you look at Donald Marshall's cloning center. He gives you some truth, but he doesn't give you all the truth. So I suspect he's working for the deep state, and he's giving you a sliver of truth. But when he says that they're not interdimensional, he's lying. He's lying. And a lot of it, what he's saying is lies, but there's some truth. You should listen to him anyway and figure it out for yourself. You know, when I teach you how to summon, it's really you're beginning to open up a world that you have to discover for yourself. I can't get you there. I really can't. You can't get where I'm at, you know, because I've been doing this for so long. And again, you're a seedling if you just started, and you got to water yourself by putting in the time and having the experiences with your terrestrial friends. Um, just impossible to get to be where I'm at. It just really is. But a lot of people don't want to put the work or the time, and they want to be out there presenting themselves as if they are connected, and they are connected, but they're not where I'm at. I just, it's impossible to be where I'm at. There's so many reasons why, and I don't want to spend the time to answer those reasons. Hi, Deborah, Arnold, and Sarah. Hi, Sarah. Uh, Let me scan the skies a little bit. I put up a video called Collage. It's a number of things that I see. I come up here, I try to anyway, every day, and stay up here an hour to take pictures. If I can get video, I'll do that, but it's very difficult. Uh, of objects that are presented to me in the sky that I bring over. And so all those things that you saw are things that I caught in last week. And a few of them are with Sarah Baez, and she was here with Victor, and I brought in some objects, and I took photographs, and Sarah caught it on her phone, and they were both excited to experience this. Mm. So I'm going to summon. I haven't even summoned yet, so I have to command them to show up. Okay. Uh, some people ask me to stop writing and there's a lot of good coming out of this because uh, for the deep state new world order, uh, they won't be able to do it because you can see how people are against things like that, and they won't be able to pull it off. At least I don't think they will be able to pull it off. I ordered them to come down. So if you want to learn how to summon, you go to my YouTube site, which is UFO Robert Bingham, and you go on the video lineup and look up summoning techniques. And subscribe to my video channel and put a lot of good comments out there. If you take the time and do it, you don't have to spend a whole lot of time. You just have to go up there and have a true heart, because they know if you're lying, if you have deceitful means, you're being deceitful. They don't want to give you something if you're going to use it for the bad. And oh, I see, I'm looking up there. There's two falcons. Wow, pretty nice. Really. I feel like going out and getting that. There he comes, the falcon. Came by himself this time. There was a pair of them. This is their hunting grounds. The rooftop right here and around here. Okay, so let me switch this around. Jay Solomon. Thanks for watching, and Mary. Hi there. Um, well, it's clearing up around here in this spot right here. I like what Victor said. He said it's right here is like a big widescreen TV or a drive-in. Right here, you got blue sky, and it's very big. Right here, it's cleared up a lot because I asked them to clear it up. It was not like this when I came up here. I gotta get this camera ready. The camera's ready to go. This is an EOS T3i by Canon. I've had it for quite some time now. They got all kinds of new ones. If you want to ask me questions, you can ask me questions by just typing it out, and I'll try to answer it to my best of my ability. Hi, Mary. Hi, David. Hi, Lorena. So David says, okay, have awakened visual my page with planets and they are here. Yeah, they always been here. They've been here forever. Except that people really weren't open to them and didn't, they probably did what I'm doing now hundreds of years ago, perhaps thousands. But the powers that be outlawed it as witchcraft. If I were to come out with what I'm doing way back then, they'd probably kill me right away. And anybody who practiced or was a follower of mine, they'd probably kill them too. That's how they were able to hide all of this for all these centuries. But yet they knew the knowledge. They knew the knowledge. The Vatican knows the knowledge. They have all that stuff hidden in vaults in the Vatican. I'll try to follow up with you, David, but we'll see what happens. My time is limited. Hold on 1 second, I might see something. Nothing. And a lot of times I'll tell them, hey, look at it, I do all this work for you, so show up. Don't leave me out here doing all this for you. Because I'm doing this work for them um, and for mankind. I have to remind them. They're so super intelligent. I need to remind them that I'm not doing this to get a tan. Hi, David. I'm sure that there probably is a big giant planet up here that's blue. I, in fact, saw something that was so big it covered the whole sky. Um, the terrestrials had to knock me out because it did shake me up a little bit. I mean, I thought I wouldn't be shaken up by things that I see, but yeah, they knocked me out. It really makes you understand how really small you are. But then again, being so small, we are like giants because we have the capacity to do giant, magnificent things. That's the way we were built. I can't believe it's 4 o'clock already, or almost 5, and it's sunny like it is. Summer's here. To David, the sun is really a computer, and it has its own race for every single living thing in the universe. Wow, at least this part of the universe. And it has a thing called the Sun Index Code, which I named, and that is the spectrum. It's a code. If you knew how to use it, you could do all kinds of amazing things, but you would have to know how to use it. Unfortunately, we don't have the manual for that, but the terrestrials do. But we couldn't trust governments and to have that code because they will weaponize it, man, and then the whole everything would fall apart. I was just thinking about the past, just daydreaming. I'm commanding them right now to show up. I don't usually do that, but I'm doing it now. Here comes a seagull. There's the seagull up there. Just one. Really, the skies are empty except for an occasional passenger jet. Oh, and as I was talking about Elvis, Elvis is a federal agent. Nixon made him a DEA agent because he asked, he thanked Elvis for helping him to get reelected, and and said to Elvis, Is there, if there's anything I could do for you, let me know. And Elvis told him he wanted to be a DEA agent. So he flew the head guy of the DEA department and he swore Elvis in and gave him a badge. And that's how Elvis became a DEA agent. And he didn't have to get trained because he was trained in the military. And so it's almost like a posse. They could swear you in to be a federal agent. And they don't have to, you don't have to go through all those other things if they want to. They rarely do it, I think, but they do it. Well, I haven't got anything yet. I'm going to stay until we get something. I'm stubborn. I'm Irish, among the other races. I got one, guys. Got one. He just cloaked out, but he's up here. I seen him perfectly right now. Oh, and now he cloaked out. Wow, I saw him. And he saw that I saw them. But he's there. That's what they do. Oh, come on, somebody so I can take a picture. Come on. He's up there. Oh wow. For some reason, he's there. I saw him, and for some reason they don't want me to take the photograph today, I guess. But I'm commanding him. He did show up because I commanded it. And that was awesome. That woke me up. Come on, I gotta get some pictures of you guys just to put on this video. So give me something. So they do go in and out of dimensions, and they do cloak themselves to be invisible or to look like something they're not. And they do all these things. They have all that technology. I can tell you for sure. Um, Hi, Rose. And Lizzie. Hi there. Lizzie, I had one up here and it just cloaked out on me. But I got to see him right there. Wasn't a figment of my imagination. It was there. And I was lifting the camera, boom, it went out. Didn't see him anymore. Oh, I got one, folks. It's right above me. See it? It's shining right there above me. Not too far. You got it? Look at it. It's shining right there. Can you take pictures of it? Oh, my line is going too fast. Okay, well, from the camera, it's way over there now. Uh, my phone camera. But I did take photos of it. It would be coming out on the video, rooftop number 14, I think, or 13. And like I said, go to UFO Robert Bingham on YouTube and try the summoning technique. Subscribe to my channel. Put your results and please, at least say thanks and at least say something about how you learned it from me. Because that's what really counts. You know, I put all this work and effort to show you what's going on and to give you a peek at what's around you. And it does lift my spirits when somebody thanks me and at least gives me credit for showing them how to do this. So it's been an hour and I'm gonna sign off, and let's see who's been with us for this whole thing. Ramona, Chavez, Andrew, Cindy, Deborah, and Sonia, Diane, Sarah, Solomon, Mary, Lorena, David, and Annie. Thank you guys for listening and watching. Do have a safe day today and a safe night. And I'll see you I will see you on my next rooftop, live stream. And so have a great day. I will be coming out with this video probably tonight. So I better get on the road because the store's closed at 6 and I do want to get my dinner for the night. Thank you so much. And remember, wake up, smell the coffee, and know what time it is. It's 1 minute to midnight.